When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to do some business. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Mississippi State's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough at that type of... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Gamecocks offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Back to pass on second down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Makes the catch. They've got it just outside the red zone. The change, it's at the 21. The Gamecocks are on the move. On the ground, it's Kelly. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They get set for the point after as we have the first. Oh, they blocked it.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Mississippi State going up tempo. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Caught in the backfield, it's Kelly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result...
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And he's brought down after a nice gain. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get turning it on. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. The Bulldogs want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The RPO fired complete to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Quick release by the QB. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about...
He's got it, first down and more. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. On target. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for room, it's Kelly. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. Quarterback extends the play. Fires on the move. Working that left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Give to the running back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tight end now in motion. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the back. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Shakes off the defender. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop in today's football.
The Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
27, Mississippi State, center.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Heaves it deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking to throw on third. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the returner will be knocked down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires deep on the run. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man across the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And here comes the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Complete in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kelly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
South Carolina.
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner goes down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now they'll run it to the right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. From the gun, he'll try to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Off the play fake. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They're setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Plows through the defense.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Off play action. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Peters. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Coates. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
Mississippi State, 10.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes the easy completion. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. Under fire. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. On the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Bunch formation for these receivers. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. The give on the option. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Inside the 40. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Quick pass on the jet motion. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using the quick game. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He takes it at the 45. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Extending the play. Finding open areas. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
They'll keep it on the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be brought down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking left. He makes a catch. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Got a man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that.
He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
89, Mississippi State, 10.
He'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Not able to pop the big return, and they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got the tight end. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Brings up second down.
To the air on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
Finds a tight end. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. It's Coates. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll go to the air. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside.
A shot toward the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee.
They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it down the left. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.